Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Guild of Dungeoneering. I think I worked like over 12 hours today. Things are so crazy with my job. But it's the end of the night. It actually is the evening when I'm saying good evening. And we're about to have our first mission with our brand new Tier 3 class, the Cartographer. Like I've said before, I don't think he's the strongest class. But I do just think it's the most fun. It's got one really cool card, but you know, just some cool mechanics. So we're going to see that now. Let's just go ahead and do... That seems like a pretty intense quest to start things off. Defeat the Cyclops. Alright, fine, we'll defeat the Cyclops. It was the first one I clicked on, so here goes. Alan the Cartomancer. So we're going to start by taking a look at Alan's kit and his abilities. He's got Rules Lawyer, which I don't think anything else in this game has. If you take 2+ damage in a turn, you draw a card. His starting... things. Come on, game. Work with me here. He's got quite the just smattering of cards. There's a decent blocking card for magic, a blocking card for physical. Probably the worst card is Heart of the Cards, just giving you a health and a card. It doesn't really do that much this late in the game. Card Flick is also kind of crappy. But at least Heart of the Cards gives you an extra card, which is useful because of Card Storm. So, some of the early fights, especially when your deck is small, and if you can drag the game out long enough, you can, you know, basically see every card in your deck. That's how you can just pretty much kill something in one shot, or in, you know, mostly one shot. That does need to be your last play, though, because you also end up discarding 4 cards from your hand. So if you're not killing something with Card Storm, you shouldn't play it. It makes him pretty weak against, what's-his-face? Tenacious enemies like the ghosts, because then the Card Storm doesn't kill them, so you have to be a little bit careful. Because of this Rules Lawyer thing, what he really wants is health. So honestly, it's not a bad idea to have this Phlogistonik. In fact, I forgot to change over to the thing I bought, the Crone's Wisdom. It gives him +1 card size. Maybe we'll just experiment with them both. Obviously, the card size is good for him, but having more health so that he can abuse Rules Lore more is good too. For cards, he really wants to pick up Card Draw and Health so that he can abuse Rules Lore and get crazy damage with whatever that card's called. Card Storm. He's a little bit vulnerable to discard effects, because having Card Storm discarded really blows, but for that reason, blocking is good too. Okay, so anyway, that's enough jibber-jabbering. Our mission is defeat the Cyclops. There's no time limit on this, so you can dick around as much as you want. Obviously, you want to pick up both of these chests. I could try to fight a blind worm. Notice, though, the monsters keep getting kind of harder and harder and harder. This thing is a level 2, and it's got 11 health. It does have a negative ability, but it's not that much. It's still 11 health to chew through. And even this level 1 guy is kind of serious. So each time a new stage opens up, just be aware that that actually does make the enemies more difficult. And I'm going to put this here. If I get my opening hand, or my hand next turn, and it doesn't have a level 2 in it, I'm going to regret not having put this worm down. Alright, a lot is riding on the line here. We're going to see if I actually, you know, live up to the promise of this Rules Lawyer. So we're going to just do Heart of the Cards here. Take 2 damage, he takes 1, already got a card. There's the Anger. I think we'll just shoot him. That seems fine. Now, this thing is tenacious, so Card Storm actually isn't going to work in the slightest. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. If I play this right now, it would end up discarding my whole hand, so that's not good. Let's just deal 1 and take 1. And let's deal 2. So this is a little bit of an underwhelming fight. Now, what Card Flick is good for, I will say, is it's got a rare combination of things. I think it was probably wrong of me to call this crappy earlier. It's just 1 damage, and no matter what else is going with it, you know, a 1 damage card is just kind of weak at this point in the game. But it is unblockable and fast. You don't really see that. So if the enemy has 1 health, you are actually almost guaranteed to kill it. The only way it wouldn't die is if it played like a fast healing card, and I don't even know if there is anything like that. So, some healing, which is good for him, and Fire Blast, which is okay. That's obviously a common crappy item. And this is a Blade too. Well, I think I'd rather have the health than the extra physical damage. Okay, so hopefully we're going to show off Card Storm next time. We need to make our way over to this chest. None of these things help with that. I guess this does. Okay, that's good. But that's all. Okay, so we're just gonna go over here. Hopefully level up to 3. I'd hate to lose my first mission with the level 3 class. This is when the level 3 classes are at their most powerful, is you've got to a new area and you've just got your level 3 class. That's when they, you know, should be the best. Okay, so here we're gonna go for Heart of the Cards. And I will draw 2 cards, because I took 2 damage. And I drew a card off of Heart of the Cards. This guy has got some stupidity, so that's good. Let's Fire Blast. Note, of course, there is a limit to how much damage you can deal with Card Storm, simply because, you know, if you are holding all your cards in your hand, that's kind of your limit. All right, let's see. How much damage can I actually deal? It's gonna be. It doesn't count. It does not count itself. So that's 4 damage. Currently, not enough. Let's go for some Heart of the Cards. Alright, so the most that I could ever do with cards, and this is my entire deck in my hands. You can see this is a very fun class. You don't often get, with just your starting abilities, basically, to have your entire deck in your hand. This is 6 damage, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is not enough to kill. So we're going to go ahead and do Fire Blast. And then my whole hand is still my deck. Oh, Siphon. Okay, so I need to do Fire Blast again. Hang on a second. That guy just healed up twice. It's starting to get a little scary. But do I kill him with Card Storm this time? It's 6 damage. I take 3. Alright, let's do this. It's not actually sluggish. Blocks are twice as effective. Yeah, let's just block Mind Blast in case I miscounted. I didn't miscount. Why did I think I miscounted? I definitely didn't. Hiya! Brow! I deal 6 damage. Okay. So that was that. You know, if I were playing as the Most Holy Grail Knight, which I think might be the strongest of the classes, at tier 3, I just would have killed it by having tons of health and dealing tons of damage. So the Cartomancer's a little weird, but, you know, I just like him. Okay, so this is obviously exactly what we want. Tons of extra cards there. Alright, I don't think I actually want... Like, I'm not thinking it's a bad card, but for this guy, I don't think I need the health and a stupidity card. Although it's just, stupidity is even good because, in a way, because it's an extra card to hold in your hand. The repel's kind of weak. Club I'm not that jazzed about, and this doesn't seem smart. Alright, we'll take it. So it's putting more cards in my deck, more to hold in my hand with Card Storm. So if what happens eventually is you can just like have huge Card Storms. You just get your whole deck in your hand and just Card Storm for a Curbatillion. Does this thing have Tenacious? It doesn't. Mummy is brittle. Oh, yes, that's perfect. So we love mummies as the Cartomancer because it's really easy. I don't know if there's any class that's better at dealing a ton of damage all at once than Cartomancer. Even if the enemy plays a discard and you end up discarding the Card Storm itself, you can get it back because you draw so many cards. Alright, here I think it behooves me just to focus. I'm going to get 2 cards, one from the focus, one from taking 2+ damage. Alright, do I want to use Repel here? Note that Paper Shield does not make you discard, so you just get a huge physical block with this. If I could deal 3 damage, I would actually trigger its brittleness, but I can't. So we'll just play the slow game here. Block that headbutt. Takes a damage. Alright, here I think I'll just Mind Strike. Siphon seems like a good thing to play counterplay against. To block 2 points of healing. Another Siphon. Oh, I did not get the Magic Shield again. Can I kill it? No, I can't. Well, let's see. This is going to heal for 2, so it effectively has 11 health. Yeah, that's not going to work. So let's focus up. Note, by the way, that, let me just talk about mechanics. I took 2 damage and I healed 1. This does actually cause me to draw a card. So basically, it counts not the net damage that you take, but the total damage that you take in a turn, if that makes sense. Alright, so I think I've got my whole deck in my hand here. Card Storm is going to deal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage, which is going to be 11 with Brittle, which is how much it has, plus the 12. So actually, Card Storm is the win right now, if I did not miscount. Wow! So much fun. So much fun. Okay, we're going to have to override an item, unfortunately. That's not what I want to do. I don't want to get rid of Wise, even though those cards are pretty good. Padded Vest. Now yeah. The Arcane series, let me just check real quick. No, okay. The Arcane series is really good for the Cartomancer because the end of it is that Cerebrate Good Times command card, which gives them... You know what, honestly, I feel pretty confident that I can kill that Beholder without having to get the chest. Yeah, let's just do it. Watch me die to this mummy, of course. Yeah, because Arcane 4 gives you that 3 health, 2 cards card. So you get 3 health, which negates the opponent's attack. If the opponent... Oh, oh, Jesus. Well, okay, I guess we're gonna get this chest. So you basically negate the opponent's attack because you gain health from it. But again, it's not the net damage that you take that determines whether you draw the card from Rules Lawyer. It's the total damage. So if you take 2 and heal 2, your net damage that you took is 0. But the total damage you took there was 2. It counts the 2 that you took. So, watch. I'm going to get 3 cards here. 2 for Cerebrate Good Times. And then 1 because I took from the Torment. So I just got 3 cards for free, basically. I think we should focus here. So I get 2 more cards. Cartomancer really does a good job. Can I actually kill him? So we see he's blocking 1, so he's effectively got 11. I can't deal quite that much. Even, yeah, this is what, 8? And then 9 from focus, so it's not quite enough. So we're going to do an Arcane Barrage here. And now I'm pretty sure the card Storm is going to get her done. Oh my god, can I not play it? Okay, good. I could have actually played it and not even killed him. I had so many cards I could discard 4 and honestly not even care. That's kind of amusing. Okay, so anyway, Spear? Yeah, I don't know. I lose Wise, that's not good. And I lose a health and a Fire Blast. Okay, I guess I'll take a Spear. Those cards aren't very good, but one of the cool things about the Cartomancer, you don't actually care about getting good cards. Like, any card will do. If it's a card, it's good. I actually kind of like the interrupts better, I think. So, well, maybe the Wooden Shield to get Tenacious is good, just to give a little bit of extra security. So Tenacious, what that does is it makes it so you can't die unless you're on 1 health. The more health that you have, the more valuable that is, because it gives you a huge amount of insurance against death. Like, if you have more than 1 health, you literally cannot die, unless you're, like, burning or something weird. Well, now I regret putting this mummy down, because there's no point. I ended up going to get this chest anyway. This shouldn't be too bad. So yeah, brittle enemies are your favorite. Tenacious enemies are like the opposite. They're real bad. Do I want to trade damage here? I think we're fine. We'll just... Oh wait, shoot! Arcane Barrage would have triggered its brittleness. That was silly. I did not get my double magic block, tragically. So we're gonna Cerebrate Good Times. Come on. He does heal up for 2. Did I still not get my magic block? I still didn't get my magic block. That's crazy. Okay, it's actually getting a little hard to see what my hand is. So let's just focus. So I'm gonna get 2 more cards. The mummy is healing up a whole lot here. Okay, let's do counterplay. Alright, now that the headbutt's dealing damage, I'm going to trigger its brittleness with Arcane Barrage. And I think Card Storm ought to do it here, if I could find the card. Okay, there it is. Anyway, I think you probably understand now why this is my favorite class. You know, again, this is the beginning of a new segment. So this is, like, basically where I can get... that's actually bad. I don't want that. This is where things are going to be the easiest, is after you, like, immediately the moment when you buy the new class, before the game has, you know, gotten more challenging. So any of the tier 3 classes would be cleaning house here, but the Cartomancer, well, I'm sure we'll see him, you know, struggle and die later on. When things work well, he's just pretty darn good, and quite amusing. I do think the interface could be improved for like how to handle the tons and tons of cards. Like maybe make them in 2 rows or something. So I'm gonna get 3 cards here. 1 from taking the 2 damage off the pummel, and then 2 for Cerebrate itself. It's gonna recharge. I am okay with that. Oh, do I have nothing to do? Oh no, I do have something to do. We got a focus here I can do. So you can heal up, that's fine. I'll heal up as well. Relentless. Blocks are twice as effective, so I'd actually block it completely with Repel. I could also just block it with Paper Shield. I could block most of it with Counter. No, I'd block half of it with Counter. Well, let's do Counter. I block half the damage. I deal 2. I'm going to take another card from Rules Lawyer. Alright, now, am I going to kill this thing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's got 11 health. I don't think I have Focus active right now. So yeah, we'll just do a, I can take the damage. I'm Tenacious too, so I'm not worried. As long as I don't get hit down to 1, it's fine. And I'm not going to do any counting, but I'm pretty sure Card Storm, if I can find it, will kill it. Ka-ching! And I don't pick up the diamond because I killed the objective. So that was Cartomancer. Got another 1,000 gold. That's pretty cool. So we're almost up to our next tier 3 purchase. I could still get the Steel Anvil. I mean, Fury's just useless for the Cartomancer. Just beyond useless. Armor and Blade doesn't really seem... I really don't think I actually need any of that stuff. So we'll just wait and get these. Let's actually pick the Crone there. So the nice thing about having the correct talisman selected is this gives me Arcane 1, which is actually like also really good. Another reason to prefer this over the health. Not saying the health is worse, just, you know, another point in the Crone's favor. Because Arcane is the series that ends with Cerebrate, which makes it easier for me to pick up that card. Alright, so here we're going to fight Miners. These are actually deceptively difficult enemies. You don't really need to do anything super fancy, because there's some Miners on the map, obviously. Yeah, so we'll just put this down here. So I just need to beat them 3 times. They're level 1s. The first one's going to be the toughest one. So I don't get extra health anymore, but I do have an extra card at the start. Alright, we're going to go for Heart of the Cards, because pretty much a single card storm is going to kill this guy, which lets me bypass the whole Fury situation. This deals 5 damage, which is not quite enough, so yeah, we'll do original edition there, and then this thing is not Tenacious, so Card Storm is the kill. Note that Card Storm does not have the fast attack, so had that thing killed me at the same time I killed it, I would have died. Oh boy, I'm going to probably take the Dead Lizard Charm, because that gets me up to Arcane 3. Notice this thing has Arcane 2, so normally you'd get, let me show you, normally you'd get the Mind Strike and the Focus, which is like, yeah, whatever. But because I start with Arcane 1, I get the Focus and the Arcane Barrage, which is quite a difference. So whenever you see in this game these things that like have you start with a skill, like the Shapeshifter starts with Growth 1 and the Tier 3 Shrines give you Arcane 1, don't think of it as like, oh, I start with Mind Strike, well that's kind of crappy, like who cares? It's the fact that it helps you build up in that series that makes it so strong. Miners, by the way, have the Leadership ability, which means that they get +1 health for every adjacent monster, including diagonal, so you don't want to just chuck Miners down next to each other. I shouldn't have put it down there. That was technically a mistake. But what's cool is I get to totally bypass the Fury of this guy. Alright, he's going to get 2 health. I mean, I might as well just deal 3 damage, so it's going to deal a total of 1 damage to him. And now I'm basically setting up for a kill with Card Storm. Focus is actually a really good card for the Cartomancer. Normally, it's just like, yeah, I mean, that's kind of okay. It's like a delayed damage, a health, and a card. But for him, because of the heart, you know, the Cartomancer loves hearts. Because he still takes the damage, it triggers Rules Lawyer, and he draws a card, but he doesn't actually lose as much health. He gets his own card, and then this helps build up for Card Storm. In fact, I think this is lethal. Yeah, it's lethal, even without the Focus. So the thing just dies. That was level 2 there, so that wasn't super impressive or anything, but okay, well, that's obviously not what I want to do. Health, or okay, we'll just take the health. So this is kind of an easy peasy mission. I don't know. I mean, these Miners are sort of tough. Like, I don't know if you could beat them with, say, a Bruiser. Why am I going into the fog and not killing the monster? I hate... One of the things I really hope gets fixed in this game is there are times when your Dungeoneer will not complete the objective. I had one time when my Most Holy Grail Knight in my other game like, was next to the square that he needed to step into in order to win, and he just walked away from it to fight a monster and kept walking away, and then I lost on time and died. It was quite frustrating. Does Cardstorm win? It actually wins, so that'll do it. Alright, so that's it for that mission. 208 gold is quite a lot, and we can actually expand. So, yeah, let's go ahead and unlock one of these. Rune Chisel, let's see. I want Arcane. I want more Arcane stuff. This actually doesn't have any Arcane. Now, these are fine items, but they don't... I don't care about Spiky for the Cartomancer. I'm not even sure I want these in the game. Well, okay, let's look at these. Armor 3, Fire 2. I guess that's kind of cool. Armor, Swift. Oh, I like Tenacious. Tenacious, I just always want. Wolf Hat, I feel like this has got to be a misprint. I'm pretty sure it's not just giving you Fury. This gives you a lot of cards, which is good for the Cartomancer, even though Swift isn't the best. All right, we'll do it. Feels kind of dumb not. I mean, if I decide not to build these loots, then I have nothing to spend my money on, because the talismans don't do any good. I've already picked the one I want. I could get other classes, I guess, and just show them off. But it seems kind of silly. Alright, well, let's see. Let's finish off that series. I'm feeling pretty confident with the Cartomancer's ability so far. So here's my least favorite type of mission. Not my least favorite. This is the hardest type of mission, especially if your Dungeoneer has stupid behavior like going in towards the fucking thing. Let's branch out this way. Okay, thankfully he goes that way, which is good. Some coins. So we're fighting some more miners. We got a mining themed. There's actually like a whole story here about evil miners trying to whatever the fuck. 6 health and fury. That's basically like a level 2 enemy from previous days. Like you know, back when in the very first zone, 6 health fury. That would have been like a level 2. Plus it's got the leader ability, which is significant. Cardstorm I think just wins right now. I have 5 other cards. Yeah. So yeehaw. I did get down to 3 health, though, which is, you know, kind of close. Think about the Cartomancer. Because of all the card draw, he's got very, very, very reliable starts. Now, God, Arcane 2 is so good because it gets me up to Arcane 3. But I'm just... And this is obviously kind of shitty card-wise. But I'm going to just do this Bark Vest. I really, really like Tenacious. I'll get other good, you know, Arcane cards. But there's not that much in the game that has Tenacious. I feel like that's just so great, because it basically gives you an extra turn to work with. Oh, please. Thank you. I like that he is smart enough to realize to not go towards the troll. I want to go away from the troll as much as I can, because I want to level up, get some items. I took Tenacious, which is going to be great after the rest of my gear is in place, but while it's, you know, while I don't have other gear, and I just took a Stupidity and like a little Rekindle or something, it's a little bit, you know, touch and go. So, oh, this guy's a digger. He's brittle, which means I only have to deal 8 damage to him. And he's got this leader thing going on. Okay, well, let's just keep drawing cards. So Tenacious is helping out here. Ah, if I could deal 3 damage, I could play Cardstorm. It would deal, what, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. It actually is lethal. Huh, alright, I'll just do it then. Even if it doesn't kill him, I still have 2 cards left over. I'd have been okay. Yeah. Okay. There we go. We got the Dead Lizard again. So this is Growth 1, Arcane 1. Interesting. Or just Arcane 2. Well, I'm going to go towards Cerebration of Good Times. Alright. We got... I could go crazy and try to fight a level 3. I'd feel pretty dumb if I lost. I'd feel pretty dumb. You know, fine, let's do it. This is... Oh, what? Oh, come on! Oh, well, I tried, people. I tried to be exciting, and it just didn't happen. Decay and Wandering. Okay. Sluggish and... Sure, we'll take the Decay. That's fine. Oh, he actually will go for that. So he's avoiding the hard fight, which is interesting. I'm not... See, I don't know. I said in the very beginning of the series, I suspect that sometimes there's more to the classes than just their starting cards and abilities, I feel like they have different behaviors too. Alright, so it's a tricky situation. If I take 3 health, I go down to, or 3 damage, I go down to 3. I could block 2 of it, so basically I could just deal 1 for 1. Let's see, he's got 9 health. I mean, Card Storm, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I play Focus, it's going to be 6, 7, 8 damage. Not enough to kill him. But alright, I think that's fine. We'll do... Oh, wait, because he's got the Decay. I think this is enough to kill him. Let's just see. So, Card Storm is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 from the Decay. I go down to 1 health, but it's fine, because even if he had been killing me, I have the Tenacious. I would have had an extra turn. This is pretty safe. Badonk. Alright, Mage Robes. I lose Tenacious, but I get Cerebrate. Well, I'm going to try to get Cerebrate another way. Oh, the Sparkly Headband does not have Arcane. Nor does the Cultist Hood. God. Well, I could get Cerebrate, but I don't want to lose Tenacious. Even though Cerebrate has these amazing cards. Let's just grab the Hood here. Gives me some more damage and just a bunch more cards to put in the deck. The more cards I have in the deck, the stronger my Card Storm is. So now he wants to fight an Earth Elemental. I could make a thing off to the side, put another Earth Elemental and a coin there to give myself an extra turn before I fight this thing. Fury and Mundane. So it's good that I'm a magic user. Mundane means takes 1 extra damage from magic attacks. I feel pretty confident. Let's go fight the Earth Elemental. Hopefully I get either a head that gives me Arcane or a weapon that does, like a staff. Alright, so this thing's brittle, which is great. Plays right into my Card Storm strategy. I've been lucky in this series of levels. It seems there's nothing that has been causing me to discard cards, which is weird, because that was a pretty common effect before. Okay, let's take a little chance here. Let's actually go for a Rekindle. So I take 1 damage, I deal 1, but I get some cards going. Alright, if I do this, it's 1 for 1. If I do this, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, it's at 9. Okay, that's probably not smart. Oh, actually, didn't I play? No, I just played Rekindle, so the focus is not active. We'll just do 1 for 1. I'm pretty safe. It might look like I'm getting a little low, but again, I do have Tenacious. I could actually block this, but let's see. He's got 8 health. Card Storm deals 6, so we'll just do an Arcane Barrage and then see where we're at. He probably can't block. Let's see. So he's at 5, 6, 7 health after the recharge. Card Storm deals 6 damage. Okay. We'll do this. So he will go up some health. So let's see, he's got 6, effectively 7 health. Card Storm has 7 damage. Okay, there it is. And again, I go down to 1 health, which feels a little bit scary, but I do have Tenacious, so I would have been fine even if not for that. Alright, I do have some weapons. Unfortunately, these are really not the kind of cards I want at all in the slightest. Do I want to get rid of Tenacious and get Cerebrate? Man, that's a tough call. Well, let's do it for education's sake. I didn't really want the cards that the weapon gave. I have enough cards now that I don't need more cards just for the sake of having cards. We're going to be fighting that troll. The gem actually makes no difference because when you kill the final monster, you do not pick up the gem that's on the ground. So he's got a lot of health. He does, you know, lose health from magic damage, but he's got Fury. So he's got 14 health here. I think it behooves me to smite. I'm just looking to draw an extra card from Rules Lawyer. Recharge is just fine by me. I don't mind him gaining health and doing nothing. If he's gaining health, I mean, I just have time to draw up some cards, which I feel benefits me in the end. The slow game benefits me. Oh, well, I'm pretty happy to have Cerebrate here. If I do this, I will take a total of 1 damage and I draw an extra card. This I take 0 damage and draw 2 cards. Oh, I draw 3 cards. Yeah, we're going to do that. That seems like a pretty good move. Okay. So now let's just keep it simple. We can do an Arcane Barrage, which will deal 4 damage to him. I take a card from the Rules Lawyer. I have a total of 10 cards, which means I'll deal 9 from Card Storm. It would have been actually an extra one because he's mundane, so... Wham! One of these days I'm going to fight a tenacious monster and it's just going to be the worst. Although you can use Card Storm to get him down to 1 and then finish him off. 1,000 gold, okay. Wait, did I already? Oh yeah, I already did expand, so we're going to have to get another quest reward of that magnitude to be able to use it. Alright, this is 30 minutes right now. Typically I'd stop here, but I'm just having so much fun playing as the Cartomancer. Let's go ahead and do one more mission. Hopefully this one is not a failure. Defeat 2 vampires. So this is, you know, one of the critiques of this game, and this is clearly just like a filler mission. I mean, defeat 2 vampires. Nothing interesting is happening. You just need to get over there and fight the vampires, and that's about it. Dwarven explosives are, I think, a pretty easy level 1 enemy. Not compared to the stuff you fought before. I mean, this is still like the equivalent of a level 2 or even level 3 enemy from what you started with. This thing's got 7 health and a really good ability if you have, if you take 2 or more damage in a turn, deal 1 magic damage. So it's like pretty significant. But of all the enemies, I think is one of the simpler ones, just because it's got 7 health. It's not that much. It does have some pretty strong cards, as you can see. Why did I think this was one of the easier enemies? I actually don't know. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, gee, this thing's kind of a bitch. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this. So if you take 3, that 3 looks like a 2, but it is a 3. If you take 3 or more damage in a turn, you deal 1 magic damage back. It can be blocked. So let's see, if I do Card Storm, it's 4 damage, minus 1 is 3. Okay, we're going to have to do this to draw an extra card, and now if I do Spider Bite and I Card Storm, he's actually going to do Retribution, but I will survive with 1 health. Okay, that was a little close. If he did a 3 damaging attack left over, although he couldn't have because he went through his whole deck. Wow, I was clearly all the way wrong about Dwarven explosives. That thing was a bitch. Alright, we'll go for the Arcane 1, I'm thinking here. Drinking some limonada, so refreshing. Okay, do I want to risk these mysterious fountains? I'll risk the mysterious fountain. I don't want to dick around too long. So it'd be something good. Fountain of Decay, that's actually a very, very, very bad fountain. Because at this point, you take 2 damage pretty much every single turn. It's actually kind of a big deal. So we're going to have to fight a level 1 enemy. Like right here, I'm about to take 2 damage. Ouch, this is gonna be a problem. Oh, no, I don't have the fountain yet, right. The fountain gets activated next turn. For my next fight. So I'm definitely gonna want to fight a level 1 enemy before I go fight those vampires. Okay, can I kill it? It's got 7 health. Card Storm. I do have focus going. Card Storm is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hang on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with the focus. This should be the kill. But chink-a-dink. Okay. So now I have Decay, which means if I take 2 damage, take an extra damage. I don't really want to give that up. So we're just going to take a bunch of physical damage cards that I hopefully never have to use. Haven't been finding any stabs lately. So, Vampire. It'd be a little foolhardy to fight him while I have Decay on. And not very good items. We're going to filter out that first. But with that said, we're going to do this. Now, there's a bit of a problem here. This thing does have Tenacious, which is tough. And it's a level 1 enemy, and I'm level 2. But these level 1s are, you know, kind of hard, as you can see. It's like 8 health with 2 positive... Well, with 1 negative, but irrelevant. And 1 very, very strong positive ability. Alright, so let's just stall here. I take no damage. He takes 1. That's good. At least his cards aren't that good. We're going to dice here, actually. That deals 3 damage. So I kind of have to fight fair because Card Storm is not going to kill him. This is nice. I get to put him down to exactly 1 health. And now I got to be careful. This is lethal right here. Luckily, counterplay will block the pain and kill him. So that was a bit scary. But we got rid of the fountain. Now, I can get a health. I haven't been getting good items, unfortunately, so we'll take a health. I mean, a health is better than nothing. Even if I replace it later, I might as well have the health now. I'm going away from the objective. Well, this is kill 2 vampires. I put a vampire down. Oh, no! Oh, God, I forgot it's a leader. So putting that vampire down made this one have more health, but I wasn't going to fight it anyway because I was walking away from it because I am an idiot. Ah, stupid Dungeoneers. I get that it's a big part of the game that you can't control where it goes, but I kind of wish you could just control where your person goes. Okay, so let's see. This would just mean we both do nothing. This means we trade. I've got a magic block and a physical blocking card. I feel like it's worth it to do this slice, so I take an extra card on hand from Rules Lawyer. Torment. Okay. This time I'm going to play a little safe. Let's just each take one. And, God, this guy has just no end of 3 damage cards, apparently. Well, if I do a Fire Blast, Card Storm should kill him next time. So I am getting a little down there, but I don't think he can deal 4 damage to me. Does Card Storm actually kill him, or do I just not know how, I don't know how to count, because this is actually only 5 damage. Well, what I'm going to do is this. I lose 1 health total, but I gain 2 cards, so now Card Storm does kill him. However, if he were to deal 3 damage to me, I'd lose. Now, he's going to go up to 8 health, unfortunately, from this Siphon, and I don't have any magic block anymore. I only deal 7 damage from Card Storm. Uh-oh. This might be my first loss. Well, what I have to do is I just have to hope that he doesn't have 2 damage on his next card. He's got 3. Okay. Okay. Well, I do the counterplay, but the problem is that I'm down to 1 health. There's really no way that I can survive. I don't think there's anything that he could do that I don't die to. So, that is my ignominious end. We'll have a mutual destruction here, but that's no good. So, thanks for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed seeing the Cartomancer rocket and also fail. Actually, I was level 2. I probably shouldn't have even put that vampire down, honestly. I was level 2. If I had waited so I could level up to 3, I would have had an extra health and an extra item. I mean, that was a close fight. Maybe that would have made the difference. Well, anyway, that was a good learning video. Thanks again for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and or subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.